Good morning, Facebook. What's up, YouTube? Hey, Periscope. Great morning, you guys. I'm going to let you guys come on in the room. Come on in. I want to talk to you for a minute about watch your mouth. Oh, my goodness. Hey, let me know who's here. Let me know where you're tuning in from, who's here, and where are you tuning in from? Let me know. I'm not going to be on here a long time. I'm going to be on here long enough to say what I got to say, y'all, because I got some stuff to say, right? I want you to share this broadcast, because I know we're not the only ones who need to watch our mouth, okay? So make sure you share the broadcast and let me know, of course, again, who's on and where you're tuning in from. Let me know, y'all. Let me know. You're not driving with Dr. V this morning. Dr. V is at home in the office. Hey, Miss Green, how you doing, friend? Good to see you. Yes, Terrence, I am definitely Big Mama. I've been in Big Mama mode with baby Brooklyn. Baby Brooklyn has been in the building, y'all. She's been in the building. Listen, this has been this has been some amazing days because I love that little girl. I love her. She's absolutely incredible, right? All right, you guys, so let's get started. Let's talk about this topic. Watch your mouth, right? So this morning, I got a reminder that it is imperative that I watch my mouth. See, what I know is that what we say, we manifest. Wherever our focus goes, that's where energy flows, right? Wherever our focus goes, that's where energy flows. And so we got to really be careful. So today, I was talking about something, and listen, it started like trickling. I gotta just cancel all that. Cancel, right? So listen, you have to watch your mouth, because when I tell you that God has given us the creative power to manifest in our lives and in the lives of others, it is a very real thing. It is a very real thing, right? And so you got to be careful what you say, because what you say produces. Whether it is positive or negative depends on what you're saying, but what you say produces. Hey, Alan, how are you, sir? All right, T on the couch. All right. So we've got to be careful about what we say, because what we say produces. Now, listen, I was talking trading, and I was talking about L word. So I didn't realize that I talked about it a lot. I didn't realize how much I was talking about it. So I got to cancel all that. I got to cancel it. Because it begins to produce and to manifest, right? Because again, what you focus on, that's where energy goes, right? Wherever you focus, that's where energy goes. And we have the power to redirect energy. So I'm redirecting that energy, right? Because I have been reminded how important it is for me to watch my mouth. Listen, so this is what I'm going to say, because I need you guys to understand that when God created the earth, the world, humans, plants, animals, all of those, he did it with words. It was words that created. Before there was a physical manifestation, there were words spoken, right? So you conceive in your mind, you speak with your mouth, and it manifests in the earth, right? So you've got to understand that as you conceive things in your mind and you speak them with your mouth, you're leading the manifestation into existence, right? So it is imperative that you watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch it. Shut it out if you're saying something negative. Stop the negative. Cancel it, and speak life. So today I want to speak life into you, because some of you have had words spoken over you that were not life. They were death. And as people begin to speak death over you, death over what you're doing, they begin to declare the negative as opposed to the positive, then you'll find the negative showing up. You'll find the other things showing up, right? And so you've got to make sure that you are taking authority over your life. And today I speak, you win. You win, you are a winner. That everything works for your good. That all things are working together for your good and for God's glory. So we've got to focus on the positive. We got to focus on the win. But let me tell y'all what happens. So this is what happens. We win, and then we like, oh my God, I know that if I won this much, something bad is coming. Why does it have to? Why does it have to? Why can't you just win? Why can't it just be a matter of you win, like you always win? Like, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Everything is a win in my life, right? Everything that happens in my life is a part of my ultimate win, right? It doesn't matter how things come or how things play out, or none of that matters, because at the end of the day, I win. I am a winner. It's who I am. It's what I do. Everything I touch prospers, right? Everybody's life that I come into contact with, I make their life better with my presence. My presence, my knowledge, my wisdom, my understanding improves the lives of the people that I encounter on a daily basis, right? Whether I encounter them on Facebook or whether I encounter them in person, this is what happens. Like, I come to bring life, prosperity, wisdom. Like, that's what shows up when I show up. When I show up, God shows up. And so you've got to know that when you show up, God shows up with you, right? Because God is in you. Listen, we're so busy looking for everything outside of us when all of the answers that we need are inside of us. Why? Because God is inside of us. Listen, He is I and I am Him, and we are one. Say that again. He is I and I am Him, and we are one. Now, y'all may say, Dr. V, that's a very bold claim. You said that God is you, and you are God, and you are one. Well, that's blasphemous. You call it blasphemy. I call it appropriating the word of God that has been spoken, right? And written. In the word of God, He is very clear about some things, right? So listen, I love it when Jesus says that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Okay? And Jesus is the Word. Well, guess what? Jesus told us that we are joint heirs with Him. That means that anything that He has a right to, we have a right to. So if He says that, we can say that because we're joint heirs. We're joint heirs, joint heirs, joint heirs. Not He's a better heir than we are, but we're joint heirs. And then He takes it a step further and He says, and greater works than these shall you do, right? Which means that He's telling us that not only are we joint heirs, but that we're going to be able to do more than He was able to do while He was on the earth. Whoo, y'all listen. Now that's mind-blowing, right? But it's the truth, and it's real. And the moment that we begin to accept that, and the moment we appropriate that as our right, as our as something that we are deserving of, because He gave it to us, God gave it to us, right? So we didn't earn it based on our merit. We got it because it is our right. We are rightful heirs to that. We are rightful heirs to that. Now, some people will say, Dr. V, all of this whole conversation is blasphemous. You can say that. I don't care what you say. It may not apply for you, but I'm talking about for me. As for me and my house, listen, I know who I am in God, and I know who God is in me, right? And because I know that, I can speak with authority and boldness. And that's why some of y'all are walking around here mealy-mouthed, begging people for stuff, instead of speaking with the authority God has already given us. Lord, if you by chance might have just a little time, God, to incline thine ear unto your humble servant. Would you, God, just listen to me? God, just if you would just not mind going by the funeral home. That's what you might as well say. The nursing home, the hospital, the jailhouse. Okay, now listen. I understand that what we do is we operate out of the knowledge that we currently have. Right? This is a reality. You got to remember this. This is the reality, particularly in the Black churches. We currently know it. Our understanding of God, our understanding of the Messiah was often passed down to us by slave masters who wanted to keep us what? Enslaved, you guys. And so we began to treat God like God was a slave master, right? That we had to constantly be in a state of trying to please the slave master, right? That's not the God that I serve. right? And understand that people were operating not off of what they read, but they were operating off what they heard or what they were told. Well, it's a new day. We can read. We can read. And not only can we read the book that was handed to us, we can read other books as well. Original manuscripts, right? We can read the original text, right? Even the books that were taken out, we can read those, right? We can't master the ones that were handed to us, and we definitely don't know what to do with the ones that were taken out. And there were books taken out, right? There are books taken out, in case y'all didn't know, there are books taken out. But there is so much knowledge to be gained about who God is and who God has created us to be and our relationship with God. And the reason I'm telling you, you got to watch your mouth is because what you say produces. Period. What you say produces. So what do you want to produce? What do you want to produce? Figure out what you want to produce and then say that. Don't say the other stuff. Say what you want to produce. Say what you want to manifest. Say what it is that you want to see and not what you currently see. I have more than enough. Abundance is my birthright. I'm walking in the overflow. What does the song say? I'm living in the overflow. I'm living in the overflow. Hey, hey. I'm living in the overflow. I'm living in the overflow. It doesn't matter what it looks like right now. That's irrelevant. You got to decide what you want to see, what you want to experience, what you want, and the rest of it is irrelevant. It is irrelevant. Period. With a T. Period. Ta. With a T. Right? So do that. Watch your mouth speak words of life. Watch your mouth speak abundance. Watch your mouth speak health and wholeness. Watch your mouth speak wellness. Watch your mouth speak love. Watch your mouth speak connection, divine connection, and everything working together. Watch your mouth speak that. And if by chance your mouth gets a little slick, as our mouths will do, and it begins to speak something contrary to what the word of God says, tell your mouth, shut up. Stop. Pause. Then get your mind right. Because, and listen, I'm going to say mind, but mind. Mind. In the word of God, it says that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Whatever is flowing in your heart, your mind and your heart are one. They're connected, okay? Out of the abundance of the heart, whatever's going on in there for real, for real. I'm not talking about what you let other people see, but I'm talking about what you really, 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 really have going on in there. They're not always the same, right? There's what you want people to think is going on, and then there's what's really, 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 really going on. Can we be real for a minute? Can we be real? Because listen, let me tell y'all something. Sometimes what's in here is not nice. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. And I'm saying here, but I want you to think here, right? Because we think that the heart is the organ, right? Really. This is our heart. These two, they're one, okay? All right. So if in your heart, translate that to mind, you feel like somebody's trying to do something to you, then what you say is going to point to that. Even if you're trying not to say that, it's gonna slip out. It's gonna slip out. It's gonna show up. It's gonna be there. So why not be honest, right? Why not be honest? I was talking to someone the other day, and I was saying, "Hey, Zambia." I was talking to someone the other day, and I was saying how I was hurt. I felt hurt when something happened, right? And I was mad at myself that I felt hurt, right? I was mad at myself that I felt hurt because I don't like to give people access to my emotions. I don't like to give people access to me on that level where they can do something that will lead me to feel a way that is hurt, right? Now, they can't hurt me. And we say that, oh, they hurt my feelings. Well, no. They did something, and the way you interpreted what they did, you felt hurt. So you got to own your emotions, right? But I felt hurt at what happened. And I was angry at myself that I even felt hurt. I was angry at myself because I had opened myself up to relationship. And I take relationships seriously, right? For me, if I call you my friend, like that means something to me. And so when something happens in that relationship that is counter, I don't care what thing I do, it says something about fake friends. I don't do well with fake friends, and I don't do well with frenemies, right? And the reality is that sometimes, we don't process our emotions well, and it shows up in our interactions with others. So all that to say this, listen. I had to watch my mouth because I said something, and I know my words are very powerful. I said something that was not life-giving. And somebody said, take that back, cancel that. I know how powerful my words are. I had to end up canceling it. I didn't want to cancel it at the time. Like I meant what I said. I said what I said, and I meant what I said, but it wasn't right. It wasn't right. And it's not really what I wanted to see happen, but it's what I felt like in that moment, in my emotions. That's why you can't let your emotions cause you to speak. When you speak in your emotions, you're producing something. You're producing something. You're always producing something. And so you got to be very careful, and you got to watch your mouth and what you say, right? So I had to just really deal with that, right? And so somebody said, well, but isn't it good that you felt something at all, right? That you even opened yourself up to the possibility of relationship, right? And now we're talking about a friendship. That's it. We're talking about friendship. I take friendship seriously, okay? So if you say you're my friend, I'm confused when you do something that is not conducive to maintaining a friendship with me. Now, it may be conducive with somebody else, but not with me, right? But that's why, you guys, listen, we got to know what we want in every relationship that we have, right? What is it that you really want? What are the things that you need in your relationships? Whether you're talking friendships, business relationships, romantic relationships, family relationships, whatever relationships that you have, what is it that you need? You got to know that, you got to be clear about it, and you got to stand on it, right? And you got to know that if there is question or if there is an issue, that you have a conversation. Conversations like you can get clarity. Because sometimes we'll think that something is going on that is not going on, right? But in our mind, that's what we're perceiving, right? So check your perceptions. If you say someone is your friend, check your perception of their behaviors. Check it. Don't just assume. And don't listen to other people, because other people will have you thinking it's something that it ain't. Okay? Check your perceptions. Get clarity. And then once you get clarity, you can make better decisions. All of that to say, at the end of the day, watch your mouth. You guide your mouth, and don't let your mouth guide you. Lots of people have allowed their mouths to talk them into butt whoopings, okay? Lots of people have allowed their mouth to talk them out of blessings. Lots of people have allowed their mouth, right, and their emotions to just produce something that is not what they wanted. And why? When all the time you had the ability to create whatever you wanted to see show up. So today I speak abundance, speak love, speak win, I speak overflow. I speak peace. I speak joy. I speak productivity. I speak that you have already done it. It's already done. It is already finished. And whatever provision that you need, it's there. You're just moving into the flow of the provision. Whatever provision you need is there. You are simply moving into the flow of the provision. Whatever provision you need is there. You are just moving into the flow of the provision. God is the ultimate source. So as Jehovah Jireh, our provider, provides. As Jehovah Nissi, our peace, produces peace. As Jehovah Rapha, our healer, produces healing. It is your birthright operate in all of that. So today, operate in it, speak it, declare it with authority, declare it with an attitude, okay? And watch it show up in your life. In the meantime, let me say this to you, in case no one said it yet this morning. Listen, I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I love you, and I speak God's blessings upon your life. I love you, and I declare that overflow is your portion, right? I love you, and everything that your heart desires, right? God has manifested it already, and he's just waiting for you to get to it and pick it up, because it is your birthright. Listen, you are a joint heir with Christ, seated in heavenly places. Bam, already you're there. You don't have to get there. You're already there. And from the heavenly place, I want you to see your life, and I want you to look at your life with an aerial view and know that it is all working together for your good and for your greatest glory. God's done it. It is done. It is finished. It is so. Walk out your best life, because it is your birthright. Hey, I'm living my best life because it is my birthright. Yes, you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Know that I love you to life, and life more abundant. Be blessed. Mwah.